This is CC Amethyst, your local Kiwi fashion student that is now graduated. I thought I'd give a formal intro because clearly this video is not going to be released in 2023 when all the happenings of this vlog is going to be posted. I thought I'd also give you a warning that this next part video will be the last uni vlog I will ever post as a fashion student. So the next few videos that I'll be putting on my channel, including this one, is me working on my final graduation collection. I mean, aka, I guess, my first ever mini collection ever. I mean, it's just 3 pieces. I hope you enjoy it. It is quite surreal to say that I am now graduated. And you are going to be watching the moments leading up to this final assignment. But that doesn't mean that, you know, there will be no more like vlogs or content on this channel. Like, I did spend a lot of the past few months taking time concentrating on my uni studies because I wanted to finish on a high and like give all my focus and, you know, put everything else second. Good news is that I got A- on all my final assignments for university. Anyways, won't keep you any longer. Let us start.
Just a rainy Monday, sitting at our table. 2 cups and an empty chair. You'll be gone till Sunday, everything's unstable. I was unprepared.
You'd think by now that as a third-year fashion student in her final semester working on her assignment that she would have proper fabric weights. But no, I'm using my boba drink once again as weights for my fabric. And just like my last assignments and any design making process, I need to make some drafts before making the final garment, aka toiles. Now to give you some context for this assignment, because every student is working on their own individual collection, the way that we make our toiles for our final garments is different. Like, for example, my collection, it is all about the colors, all sorts of color combinations and the pastels. So I couldn't exactly use calico to make everything. One, because of the fabric type and also the colors. Because I also needed to see if all the colors would mesh well together depending on what types of fabric I could find. And the other most important factor for my assignment was also the fabric texture. This is where I use a variety of fabrics that could be heavyweight, lightweight, and also fabrics that could be opaque and sheer. So now this adds to the complexity of my assignment because I am not just using calico to draft everything, as it is much more ideal for me to find fabrics that are in similar color and fabric type to what I would ideally want to use for my final garment. Now, before I show you any more of my making process, this is a look into my iPad where I did all my design sketching and brainstorming. And this first collage is all my outfits and how I've styled everything to spark as the original inspiration for my design collection. And as I scroll up, there is many more collages and brainstorming sketches. This one was the original brain dump of all my ideas and mood for the collection, then finalized into this storyboard with the artworks that I was going to use on my garments and also the fixed color palette. However, before I finalized this final storyboard, I did do some other sketches based on my original mood board. You know, just slowly getting the ball rolling and playing with silhouettes and prints until my lecturer actually guided me to like focus on 3 of the outfits that I've styled. Then I grabbed each look and expanded them in this progress of 3. So the look on the very left is the original outfit, and then I just slowly made it more exaggerated and extra, which I thought was actually a really interesting design exercise. I think it really gets you thinking outside of the box, you know, at a really exaggerated state. Then using the sketches, I kind of pick and choose what I like and just play around with the combinations of different silhouettes and also rendering different color placements and my artwork as well. Now, the only downside was that I had to consider how much time I had left to create my grad collection, because as I was sketching and designing, I had to make quite a few changes because I was thinking, realistically, would I be able to make this in the time that was given? Which resulted in this final lineup. And with this design, there was also the possibility of things getting changed and moved around, depending on how my trials went. So now comes the first toile I did. As you see here in this shot, it is just the base of the blue dress. And I trialed two bows. One, this yellow one, it was made from a fabric that was similar to a raincoat. And I trialed this other bow, which was made out of calico, just to play around with the placement on the dress. During the first fitting with my lecturer, we decided to only have one bow on the side there, and also did some pattern adjustments with the pink top because it was too baggy. And for the calico sleeve on the left, I was thinking of using this blue lace, but you know, obviously I need to trial it in that lighter fabric. After my first fitting session, I went back to the pattern table to adjust that pink top. In some cases, when you're sizing down, you would create dots, but because my top is still in a baggy style, I minimized the surface area of the top, if that makes sense, and also some of the length on the side where the armhole is, as you can see here in this comparison. Then for the calico bow that I had on the waist of the dress, my lecturer advised me to create a sheer version so that the overall garment doesn't look too heavy-weighted, so there's some light and flowiness, which I agree, and I think it looks more whimsical this way. And back to the pattern table, I am now working on the puffy sleeve for the long dress. I had this organza that was more on the stiffer side, and I thought I could layer that under the blue lace because the blue lace was really light and flimsy and would not hold a shape by itself. Judging by the fact that I had a full container of kimbap on my pattern piece, I think I went for an early lunch run, and because I was not hungry, I used it as fabric weights, while also sipping on my favorite jasmine green tea from Machi Machi with cream cheese and pearls. If you love a strong tea aroma, I highly recommend this drink, and also the pearls are really soft. This is starting to sound like an ad, I promise. They are not sponsoring this. It's just that I had so many Machi Machi trips during my time at uni, probably an unhealthy amount of boba, and honestly, as advice for anyone out there, you should probably drink more water because not the best healthy choice. But the thing is, every time I finished my work, I treated myself to milk tea because I'm like, yes, I did all this hard work labor and now I can enjoy a good drink. Which overall, in the end, I'd say my mood was pretty good because of it. For the following week, I had a pretty mediocre fitting session. Like, things were just not going well for this one. But it's okay, you live and you learn, and now what matters was that I looked pretty good that day. And also embodying the spring and warmer weather vibes with that DIY rose earring. Now wrapping up the day with filming, but I did spend the rest of the week adjusting my garments, which, you know, I was too busy to film. Just a lot of tedious work.
I prioritized sleep today because yesterday I only had like 4 hours of sleep. It's 8 a.m. right now. Class is scheduled at 9, but I'm gonna arrive at 10. This is breakfast, proper bread. It has this really chewy inside. Really young, surprisingly, from this croissant store, this new bakery on High Street in the city, but let's go to uni.
Now, this was the second to last fitting session I had with my lecturer, and as you can see, I changed the sleeves on the long dress look into a purple organza because the blue lace and organza was simply not working for me. And during the fit session, my lecturer was advising how the silhouette and volume was falling a little flat on my garment. So she got the models to hold up this fabric wrapped around to, you know, give the illusion that it's more volumized. And the lecturer had my models walk up and down like a mini runway so that I could see how the fabric moves, and at the end I agreed, like, yes, it actually needed more volume to give it a more youthful and fun look to it, and that means more pattern manipulation. So I'll be using the original pattern of this skirt and doing this like slash and spread method. So as you can see, this is a comparison of the before and after. Now that is just a miniature version that my lecturer did the demonstration on, and now I needed to make the life-size version, which you can see here, and I'll be using this to trace the new shape of the skirt pattern. And because it is now more fanned out, means that there'll be more fabric used to create the flare and volume that my skirt needs. At this point, my friends and I were basically living in the studio, doing all our work every day, looking like working zombies. As a group of 4 friends working away in the studio, we actually bonded so much, spending every minute and an hour together in the studio, which honestly, looking back, I kind of miss them, seeing them every day. Like, it was truly fun banter and going out to eat all the time and having mini shopping sprees in between our breaks. Now, this is a stack of my redone adjusted patterns. So for the following week, I just needed to make the final calico skirt to test out the volume. Of course, can't forget a mini fit check and my my iconic leg warmers that I was practically wearing every day.
I look like a pig. I have not done this and this in at least a couple months. It's because I've been so busy with uni. I am treating myself. And I've been getting hella dark circles, so... Honestly, it hasn't hit me yet that there is only 3 weeks of uni left for me for this entire goddamn degree. And I still need to write my research paper that is due in the 2 weeks time along with the portfolio, but right now I'm focusing on the sewing. I'm honestly really excited. I probably don't sound so excited right now. Oh, I popped a pimple here. Damn, this is such a weird feeling. Like, I feel chill, but also stressed at the same time. I should probably go choose my outfit. I need to go wake up at 7 a.m. tomorrow again to go to uni. Hope you guys are doing well.
This is the final toile that I had to make out of calico. Look at this final voluminous dress. Guys, oh, okay, let me put this on properly. I just came home and my fabrics arrived with my art print. Do you see this? I don't know if you can see it because I have to cover myself in order to show you. It's taller than me. Guys, I'm geeking out. Like, it's like exactly the colors that I drew, and it shows the detail and everything. Like, it's not blurry or pixelated, like it's crystal clear. It is the first one. The other artwork with like the dream catcher thingy is at school. So I'll probably like show you in a different shot, but these two are the other ones that just came tonight. I came home. Oh my god. This is the, oh my god. I feel so happy. This is such a dream come true. Okay, so this is my dinner. This is sushi that I just got from a random sushi place outside today, and this is seaweed soup from my mom. What time is it right now, actually? It is, oh my god, it is 8:36. I just came home to eat dinner, but I also need to, hold up, see my beautiful sexy face? But I also need to upload an ad for Prime Video. You should go check out my TikTok, and I'll also be posting on Reel as well because it's a collab with them on Instagram and TikTok. Like, guys, Prime Video. Who am I? Okay, I need to go post that ad right now because, yeah. So I just wanted to show you my cute girl dinner and also that chocolate cream bread thingy that I just got at the grocery store that I'm gonna eat after. And then I'll watch some Netflix to reward myself. Bro, I can't believe the fabrics. I'm so excited. Okay, laters!
I don't even notice the rain. I'm on fire whenever you call. I can feel the love in my veins. Take me higher. I'm starting to fall. I don't even notice the pain. In so deep, I can't Hold on tight to every moment. Hold on to me.
Oh, that was just the spicy sauce.
Your hands show me all your colors. Oh yeah, show me your light. Ooh, when you feel lost in the dark, I'm here, no, we're never apart. 'Cause I found shelter in your arms. I found forever here in your heart. And it seems heaven.
Ready? At this point, I think they were around just over 2 weeks before my final due date, and that means creating 3 full looks from start to finish by cutting out all the fabric pieces, sewing, and all the finishing details, which I did not have to do for my trials. And here I am cutting out the skirt out of my art fabric, which was a little intimidating and scary at first because I only had 1 copy of this fabric. It took like 2 weeks to get to me, so I did not have the time to make any mistakes, nor the money to, because guess what? These 3 fabrics costed over $200 in total. I mean, the quality was absolutely amazing, and it is for my final graduation collection, so is it worth it? Well, it has to be. And because it was an art print that played an important factor in the skirt, I actually traced my pattern piece on the right side of the fabric instead of the wrong side. This way you can get the exact placement that you want. And I was starting to sew all my final pieces for my collection. I did a lot of overlocking first, and here I am getting my friend because I kind of accidentally jammed the sewing machine. As you can see, it is very complicated to rethread an overlocker. So shout out to my friend if you're watching this video for helping me do the overlocker here. This is actually a tiny overlocker machine, like it's not your standard length of the stitch. This is solely ideal for organza fabric, like how I am using it here. Or typically I would see this done on dresses so that it's a really nice, clean and small finish, so you don't have to do a hem. And for the organza fabric that I am currently overlocking in this shot, I had to overlock so many meters of this because they were all going to be gathered up into ruffles. I sat here for a good long time overlocking. This is the POV of me sewing, and as you can see, that overlock is really tiny. I finished off the day with a big pile of organza that I overlocked, and that was only just the afternoon gone solely for finishing off the edges of my fabric. Altogether, the fabric looked so satisfying with this tiny, skinny little white outline. And after most long studio days, after having my dinner, I come home to more sewing in my little setup. Let's see what movie you watch. Oh, and I know, but I can't zoom in from the front. Anyways, this is my hair bow. I didn't hear.
Sorry.
Anyway, so I am going to cut. Wait. I'm going to cut this fabric. The sad one. Tori, come play. You're it.
I'm not 100% sure how to play this. You've played it 1 billion times.
Perfect day. Ow, ow.
What the hell?
Wait. Hey, you're Kira.
Awesome. Hey, can you sew my t-shirt? I really wanted to go see your concert. Well, there's one more show tomorrow night.
Thank you so much for watching, and please look forward to part 2 where I finish making my graduate collection. Mwah!